fair and asking to be paid what you're worth.
Is Africa Matamoros. I'm working as a cabin crew.
In your opinion, what is gender equality?
What does it mean, gender equality, from my point of view? Well, first of all, I need to understand what does it mean gender. And for me, gender means it's all differential traits that every society established for men and women. And this is not something created naturally, something naturally that happened or in biologically in terms of speaking, is created by society. And gender equality for me means that even men and women have the same rights, considering the same opportunities, the same the same rights to give an opinion, the same, yeah, the same rights in general. Yeah, they have dignity as a humans, so they have the same opportunities as men and women.
Do you think gender equality is well represented in the society that we live in?
Well, if it's equality, if it's equal represented, no, equality gender in our society. Oh, it's a generic question, this one, but I can answer from my point of view and telling that, giving some examples. For example, in September, I went to help my father because he is agriculture. I helped him in Valencia, in Spain, to collect almonds, and I was working with 4 men. I was the only one woman there working with them. So what I want to say with that is that depend of the kind of job, we find more men or more women doing developing that role. For example, working in an elderly care house, 90% are women. As a babysitter as well, the majority are girls, women. So I think that nowadays is getting more equal. For example, a cabin crew, working as a cabin crew. Before, I mean, 100 years ago, it was a kind of job only for women. And nowadays, maybe 30% are men, right? So I think that we are changing this. Working as a cabin crew as well, for example. 100 years ago it was only a work for women only, and nowadays we can find some guys working in this kind of job, maybe 30%, I will say. So the things are changing, and nowadays I think that we can find like a mix, like equality of genders, and people is working what they want to work without being judged, because at the end gender, what what he what does is to classify, and we do that, but because we learn that is because of prejudices, your stereotypes is something that we learned, and we learned at schools, at university, in a workplace, with our friends, in our culture in general. So I think nowadays we can find more equality in compared to 100 years ago.
Have you or do you know of someone who has suffered social inequalities because of their gender?
Unfortunately, yes, nowadays is still happening. Not too much as years ago, but yeah, there are some things that we need to improve. Yeah, we have achieved a lot of things, but we need to improve things. For example, last week I was talking with my friend from Spain. She is a singer, and she was singing in orchestra with her coworkers, and one of them was transsexual. So the manager of the workers was emotionally abusing of her, no? Like, like rejecting her, saying bad words to her. So it was a discrimination for gender and for being transsexual. And nowadays it doesn't need to happen. So there are some things that we need to improve. And we need to take as a social responsibility is our work of one of us. And especially new generations, they can do positive changes. They have the power. They need to speak and to be brave. And yeah, we can do some change.
What is the meaning of equality for you?
Yeah, the meaning of equality, as I said before, for me represents having the same rights, having the dignity as a human. It means to give your opinion, having the same opportunities, and yeah, having the same rights.
And do you think that the community contributes in a fair way to the gender equality and to its rights?
The community where I'm living, here in UK, for example, I saw some signs at the airport, on the train station, some signs that they promote respect towards other people. They promote as well respect for guy people. There is an image of two guys kissing each other, for example. And I like these examples because it's a kind of showing respect and showing that this thing is normal. Where is the problem? Where is the drama? Nothing happened. It's normal. Here it is, one example, right? In the airport or in the train station. And I'm really glad that we can find some signs like this. For example, in Spain, in Barcelona, I saw one guy wearing this skirt and with makeup. So it's something normal. If we treat as normal, people can express themselves uh, with a natural, in a natural way, let's say, according to gender and also leadership. And yeah, they say that the majority of companies, they have a man as a boss because we used to associate men with power, force, leader, being strong, good for that. The man is good for maths, numbers, and this is because our culture or traditions and from the past, no, what we adhere from the past, from thousands of years ago. um, who was going for hunting? Men. Women were used to stay at home taking care of kids, right? The men, they developed these abilities, strategies, resources. So it's normal. And however, nowadays there are women as well, ready and really powerful, smart, that could use their emotional intelligence, because in that aspect we are really good in that, no, to become a good leaders as well. But what's the problem? So the problem, I think, that is our self-confidence. Yeah, sometimes the education and environment and society make us feel that we are not enough. And first, and we need to work more on that thing, and to support each other between women as well, and instead of being competitive. I think it's really important to consider. And well, what else? What else? Yeah, I talk about my personal experience helping my father in the agriculture environment, surrounded by men. Yeah, um, and also, for example, in United States, majority of, oh, I'm sorry, the woman, the actress, were fighting for their rights to have an equality in salary as men, and I think they are achieving it step by step. They are doing some changes. Also at universities, right? The kind of degrees that women and men, they used to choose. right? So nowadays, some things already changed, as I said, and we need to be very proud of that and focus always in the progress that we have done for better and to improve things. And believe me, that some countries have already achieved that, this equality or variety, and they feel more freedom to choose the kind of job that they want, the degree that they want, no, people, without being judged, without feeling judgment or prejudices, right? Once again, I think this is a job for everyone. It was, I mean, social responsibility. But for example, if we go to a country that is not really developed yet, for example, Ukraine, I don't want to say anything negative. The contrary, it's a really beautiful country. So maybe they didn't ask themselves about what does it mean equality gender, because they don't need that, because they are happy as they are, right? So it's something that we need to change when we think that we need that change, that is the moment. So once again, the job starts at home as well, with education of respect, and also the schools can do something, can do a positive impact. And we already know the theory, but just we need to put it in practice. And by the way, thank you for all people that fighted for equality and rights for women and men. Some people has been very brave to achieve that, and we need to remember them.